Yo, welcome everyone, Sanjae here. Yeah, so it's Sunday again, so you don't know, Boruto episode 211 build up to the big confrontation that most manga readers are like one of the best fights of the manga, but you know, we continue with the anime, quote unquote anime original expansion episodes that we're getting building up to that. So this is gonna be interesting, especially since this episode is going to be featuring Kashin Koji and Kakashi, so yo. Should be fun. But anyway, welcome people. Welcome to the channel. Sanjae Uchiha here, your friendly neighborhood Uchiha. If you're new here, of course, leave a like if you do end up enjoying my reaction and review or thoughts or whatever they call it. So, yeah. Of course, return subscribers, shout out to you. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Subs. Yeah, so it is what it is. But anyway, let's get into Boruto episode 211. Let's see what this episode has to offer. Alright, so here we go. Alright, the cheers. You guys ever wonder when these characters are going to be featured in the manga? Because as the longer things go on without them being featured, it's like Jado, it just look away, honestly. And I know the manga probably doesn't really have the room to really focus on them, but still. Yo, Cho Cho is just Jado. Cho Cho is like one of those characters that watches TV and like, shit, let me just try it out. Exactly like what Shikadai said. Well, I mean, she's not really far off. If you really admits it. Seriously, dog. Come on. Is it them? Okay, she's actually really not far off. Yo, dog, that would be ridiculous, dog. In terms of if I was in a gym, like, shit, dog, she really did it. I wonder if they would build some plot point, like she has some weird sensing ability. Could it be Kakashi of the Sharingan? Well, I mean, you know. What's up? Yo, like if I was Kakashi, the way I'd answer this would be like, yo, dog, listen, too much shit has been going on in this village for like generations, dog. I'm just on a vacation. Me can't bother with the whole, Kara, Katsuki 2.0, Otsutsuki's, dog. I just want to go to some hot springs and chill. And that's the real reason why you don't see Kakashi in the manga, because the man is just done. Among most of the other characters. Gosh, it just sounds real chill in this episode. The voice actor is just really sounds really relaxed, isn't it? I wonder how they're gonna really follow up this whole Koji stealing data and stuff in the village, because manga wise he kind of just went straight back to the Kara base, so I guess like similar to like Boro, where they kind of followed up with the whole cult. Yeah, I'm really curious how they're gonna do this. No, we just can't get over the fuck out chill Kakashi, like See, even Cho Cho said.
まあまあ、諦めるにはまだ早いんじゃないかな。まさかここから地下に。忍びなら裏の裏を読めってね。こっちからじゃ間に合わない。任せんしゃい。部分倍化の術。ちょっとまさか。いってらっしゃい。
Pulling a Luffy move right there.
あのデブ、むちゃくちゃするよ。だがこれでなんとか。
Shadow Clone.
じゃあ本体はどこに？わからねえ。全員外すわけにもいかないだろう。
Stop it.
来社までは読めても、ここまでは読めまい。裏の裏とはこういうことだ。
Means within the hidden meanings, yo. Kashin Koji.
ここになら。
Ah.
狙ってるのってひょっとしてこれ？
Listen, Koji. Kakashi literally was the one that invented the read between the lines, read the hidden meaning behind the hidden meaning thing. So it'd be nice if you got a nice animated little, little skirmish between them at least. Hopefully.
六代目火影、畑かかし。
危ないところだったよ。だから里外に逃げるってミスリードで見張りをここから遠ざけたんだ。
Big brain.
なるほど、裏の裏か。さすが元火影と言っておこ
う。あんたには聞きたいことが山ほどある。どうやって勘違いをくぐり抜けたのか。その仮面の下、ここで暴かせてもらうよ。
And Kakashi does have experience revealing persons' true face under the mask. Woo! Alright. Stop it. Alright, I guess I got my little skirmish, so better than none. Alright, it's time. Yo.
久々に顔を見せたと思ったら、ずいぶん殺気立ってるじゃないか。寝首をかきに来たかだ。
Guess this game of Among Us is coming to an end.
そのチャンスを知らせてくれたのは他ならぬあんただろう。奴を、次元を倒す。
Alright. Alright, so funny enough, similarly to the motto of Kakashi and Kashin Koji in this episode regarding seeing the hidden meaning behind the hidden meaning, or the reading between the lines, for lack of a better term. I think the charm of this episode is also follows that motto, if I do say so myself. And when this whole battle with Kashin Koji and Jigen goes down, it will make even more sense in the grand scheme of things if you're an anime only watcher. So just bear that in mind. But what I did to start from the beginning, from the interesting scene there at the beginning with with Denki and Metal Lee and Iwabe, I found it interesting that just from their little conversation, you can see the themes of, again, Boruto being echoed. With Iwabe as a character from the beginning who kind of favored the old school, traditional, wartime kind of era when it comes on to the shinobi world, versus Denki, who, of course, is a tech whiz in the modern era. So again, it's just a whole theme of, traditionalism versus, evolving technology and science, the theme of technology and advancement in Boruto. So it's just a little thing from that little conversation there I thought was like very interesting, I guess. So there's that. Of course, the whole dynamic with this episode between Kakashi and team Inojin Cho, it was decent. I mean, Cho Cho, Inojin, and Shikadai, they're always pretty chill and laid back characters to actually take in when it comes on to the anime. So oh wow, yeah, cheer there. So there's that. Of course, getting old characters from, you know, before Naruto's generation is always a plus. There's always a charm seeing them. I think it's the whole less is more kind of effect, or just the fact that we don't really see them that often. At least making use of them in the context of the anime, it's better than nothing, since we're not really getting them in the manga, much less, and it's just ridiculous that we're not getting them. So having Kakashi here was pretty decent, and for a character like Kashin Koji, who they're trying to catch, then you're gonna need someone at least Kage level like Kakashi to actually step in. So I'm glad they actually made use of him. But it was just interesting and funny to me that based on Kakashi's performance in this episode, or at least the voice actor's performance, he just seemed really laid back, really chill, just slow, easy does it. It's a bit like, I don't know if that was like super intentional for the fact that Kakashi is older, or the voice actor was just not feeling it that day, or the director was like, yo, just make it super laid back. So I don't know, it's one of those things, but it's just interesting to note at the end of the day. No, again, when I talked about like the motto with Kakashi and, you know, Kashin Koji in this episode, like big brain moves, big brain thinking, the strategy, the techniques, the distractions, yo, it made it was fun to watch and like hear the reasonings of Kakashi. Again, the information, as he said, that Koji first stole was, you know, for the records after the, you know, well, the Fourth Great Ninja War, and the only other records after the Fourth Great Ninja War are like digital. Everything before then is physical. So to kind of narrow down where Koji would actually strike, I guess it's a hidden meaning behind the hidden meaning. So there's that. But I think, again, along with that motto, what I loved about it, spoilers here for anime onlys, but of course manga readers, we know Kashin Koji is Jiraiya. So the good thing about it is this is going to really echo home, because based on how the episode ended, or at least when Koji was leaving the village and he was talking about him getting sentimental, of course he was seemingly trying to get information on, you know, who he was in his past life, quote unquote, you know, since he's a clone. And I think that really rings home, and it's going to make the whole impact of the Jiraiya reveal that much more impactful, because you're gonna look back on an episode like this, and even though it seemed chill, it wasn't the greatest thing in terms of animation, but I think it was a good move on the anime's part to actually do an episode like this, because we just want those manga moments to hit that much harder when they come, based on, you know, the additional stuff that they've added in to kind of patch out the pacing. So it's kind of like one of those things where you have to kind of look into the episode. But I think for the most part, manga readers would have picked up on, you know, that's the reason they kind of built up to this moment, because again, I was wondering where they were gonna go with the whole, you know, he's searching for data for what. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of glad they kind of confirmed that by the end of this whole chase between Kakashi and Inojin and Cho and Kashin Koji, that he was just, you know, seemingly trying to get an understanding of who he was before, because he's sentimental of who he, you know, who he's a clone of. So that was good. So again, it's going to be one of those episodes that are going to, whatever score you'd give this episode is going to improve in retrospect once you realize the main purpose was to improve the impact of the reveal when it comes on to the Jigen versus Kashin Koji fight. So I like that in the grand scheme of things, so no complaints. A pretty chill episode, as you can see from my reaction. So yeah, but anyway, let me know your thoughts on this episode of Boruto 211. Pretty chill. The fight with Kashin Koji and Jigen is coming up. The game of Among Us has ended, so yeah. And it's funny, we didn't even get Team 7 Boruto or any other character like that from the main super main cast this episode. So there's that. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Sanjae Uchiha. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Of course, subscribe. We're almost at 1,600 subscribers, so I'd appreciate if we could just hit that target, hopefully before the end of August. And yeah, see you guys in the next Boruto video. Of course, Boruto chapter 61 drops this week, so definitely subscribe because we will be streaming my reaction once I get home from work, at least. So yeah, see you guys in the next one.